Okay guys, we are sitting here with James Stevenson from Insomniac Games. He's currently working on Sunset Overdrive. I've had a little hands-on with the game so far and it's tons of fun. It's over the top, crazy, wacky, which I'm sure is exactly what you guys are going for.
Yeah, we always knew it was going to be kind of like one of the first ideas was like if Iggy Pop was in the apocalypse, what was going to happen? And he would only last 3 days, but they'd be the best 3 days of your life.
The best 3 days ever, yeah. And it's exactly what comes through in the game.
Right.
Very, very cool. Like Iggy Pop, okay, that obviously inspired you. I heard somewhere that Iron Legend, the novel, actually was an inspiration for.
Yeah, there's actually the movie.
Oh, it's the movie.
When, Will Smith is hitting the golf balls off the aircraft carrier, and another one is Omega Man, where Charlton Heston's driving a big old convertible down the empty streets of LA.
Okay.
That sort of idea that when the apocalypse happens, all of society's rules are gone, and you can kind of do anything you want. Normally, we would get arrested if we tried to go like hit a golf ball off an aircraft carrier.
Yeah. But not in this world.
No, not in this world. You can do whatever you want. You can play your music loud. You can blow stuff up. You can run on buildings. Like, there's no one there to stop you now. So, life is new, and one man's apocalypse.
And
is
anything goes. Anything goes. Very, very cool. Speaking of the world, how big is the city that we get to explore? And is it all unlocked from the word go? Or?
Yeah, you can see the whole city right from the beginning of the game. You can head out everywhere you can see when you're looking out in the distance. You can go to. It's a big world. It's the biggest game we've ever built.
Okay.
And it's really vertical too. So even though I know some open world games are like entire states. We're just a city, but it's very vertical. It's very dense. There's a lot of it's kind of like a giant gym playground for all your traversal moves.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I'm enjoying the traversal moves so far. Like, there's a lot of grinding. It almost feels like if Tony Hawk if Tony Hawk had a machine gun during an apocalypse, that's kind of what the game would be. And how hard was it to get that right? Because it's such a big aspect of the game. That whole you got to keep moving, because if you stay on the ground too long, the guys are going to tear you up.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time actually. Traversal wasn't even a part of the game at the beginning, and it slowly started getting added in. Where I think originally we were thinking it was going to be more of a standard shooter. And some of the designers, Cameron Christian in particular, were really passionate about having ways to get around quickly, and so we started putting it in as okay, but it took us a while to figure out how to get the combat to work. And then once that clicked, it's just boom, the whole game started transforming into this traversal combat game. And as you get more and more, early on, it's kind of just the basic moves, but you get into all these more complex mutants, and so they'll try to deny you traversal. They'll put stuff on the traversal lines, they'll knock you off.
Make you use the old noggin.
Yeah, you have to actually change your traversal up, move around. You can't just camp traversal. And you also get into physical security robots, which play differently against you, and so there's a lot of stuff that and you can get more moves. Like there's an air dash move, so you can kind of double jump and dash forward. And there's some really, really cool stuff as you get further into the game.
Another thing that I'm really enjoying is the weapons. The weapons look like crazy. I was using I was shooting records at some guy.
There's a high fidelity which launches vinyl LPs. That was what we had before iPods and CDs. We've got there's a weapon that launches a harpoon, and it's basically powered by a bottle of overcharge and Mentos getting fired into it, and that's what powers it out, and then it spills all the overcharge out, which attracts and stops the OD. You've got a gun that is a grenade launcher, and it's basically teddy bears stuffed with dynamite, and it launches those. So
how did you guys come up with this stuff?
I don't know. We're Insomniac. That's what we do. We have great weapons. We have a history of that. Resistance and Ratchet all had awesome weapons, and this is just our latest.
You guys are so creative, man. Seriously.
It's the whole team. Everyone pitches in. Everyone throws ideas in, and so it's one of those things where it's just when you have such a talented group of people working.
Creative juices flowing.
Everyone just throwing stuff in, and we have so many ideas that we never having trouble coming up with more.
There must never be a dull moment around the office.
No, never, especially on this game.
Okay, cool. Speaking of guns, how many can we look forward to?
There's over 20 in the final game, so over 20.
Over 20. And your personal favorite?
Oh man, that's tough. I love so many of them. I would say I really, really like the hover turrets are really powerful. Basically, it's a RC helicopter strapped to a 9mm pistol that shoots at enemies and total improvise. I always love the fire and forgetter weapons. In a crazy situation, I throw a couple out and switch to something else. It's one of my favorites.
I'm looking forward to trying it out. It's going to be one of the highlights. Okay, let's talk about the multiplayer side of things. Sure. What do you guys got in store for us online?
So we have an 8-player co-op mode called Chaos Squad, and you'll just have to, when you're playing a single-player game, you just go into a photo booth in the city. It'll take you right up into the online servers, dedicated servers powering the online city, and team up with 7 friends or make 7 new friends in matchmaking.
Okay.
And then you're going to vote on missions in the city, go around the open world doing missions in the city.
So it's not just like a horde mode, it's actually like
you
mission
actually
based.
go around missions, and so you'll do several mission rounds. You'll be racing between those missions, and then you go back and defend your base. You do defend your base at the end of it, and if you can successfully get through all of that, there's awesome rewards that are only available. And anything you earn, like you take your single player character to the game, so it's like your clothing, your weapons, your power-ups, and anything you earn, you also bring back your single player team with you. So if you level stuff up or you get something new, you can bring that directly back to single player.
Very cool, so you can bring it back into your offline game as well. I put a big ass afro on my character's head, and some like little cut off jeans.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a personal style of mine. But does that have any effect on like the gameplay, or is it just purely aesthetic?
No, we did not want any effect. Your clothing should be what you want to wear.
Just like how you look.
Right, because if we start putting effects on it, then everyone's going to wear the exact same thing because they want the best. They'll want to have the best stats, and we did not want a situation where people were tying stats to clothing. So, like, it was clothing as an expression piece. It's look how you want to look.
Yeah.
Not you have to wear this because it makes you better.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. And can we expect more outfits down the road, like stuff coming out later?
I think we'll continue to support the game. I'm sure as we support the game, we'll see some clothing.
Okay, cool. Well, so far I'm loving it. I cannot wait to get back and just play some more.
Awesome.
And I love like the humor. I'm sure like it's a bit of your humor and the team's humor because it's a very slapstick like humor coming out.
It's humor is always tough, but there's a lot of like referential humor and there's a lot of fourth wall breaking humor. So
yes, exactly.
I think we hit a good balance there, and I hope people like it.
Okay, cool. I'm sure they'll love it. And when can we expect to get it in our hands?
So it'll be out October 28th in North America, and anywhere up to October 31st, depending on which country you're in.
Okay, so we've still got about just over a month to go.
Yeah, a month and a half to go.
So you guys must be busy, to say the least.
Yeah, we're in the final stages of finishing this thing up, and then we'll start working on supporting it post launch.
Okay, cool. Well, it looks great. Well done. I think the fans are gonna be blown away, and I cannot wait to get hold of it on my own Xbox when we get back. So, and thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for just sitting with us.
Yeah, thank you. Really appreciate it. I'm glad you